Welcome to my next video where I'm taking all of the supplies from my first video to make my first wire armature for stop motion. My intention was not for this puppet to actually be functional, but just to go through the process based on the videos that I've watched to, make this armature puppet. So I did watch a bunch of videos and it doesn't go according to plan, as you saw from the title of this video, right? So I just folded the arms and I'm cutting up a piece of the wires because this is what I saw. So after I have all the wire pieces for the arms, I'm just starting to do the spine. And I know that you're supposed to make it a little bit longer than you actually need it to be because wires shrink as you twist them. And yeah, you're just supposed to twist the spine. So I think I got it. Now moving on to the legs and doing the same thing as I did with the arms and just tracing over the sketch with the wire essentially and making sure that it's enough. The struggle is real also, like the wire is thicker than the wire used for the arms, but it's not thick, but it was still a bit more challenging kind of bending around than I originally anticipated. Okay, so off camera, I just twisted the legs using my drill, and I'm just trying to figure it out. So clipping off the ends because it's a little too long, and then boom, we have some legs. So basically I saw a lot of people, their drills had this like pointy thing that seemed to have made it easier to stick the wires in and clamp it because you can just rotate it with your hands. But mine, I have to constantly adjust the drill. But anywho, here we go. I'm about to show you how to twist this thing. Very anticlimactic, right? Like, what was that? But, take two. I told you this video is called Fail for a reason. Also, I'm recording with a new camera and I was struggling with the focus like almost the whole entire time. My apologies. But anywho, I get the spine to twist, and then the next thing is you kind of loop with that little hole that I was saving, you just slide it on, and then you kind of see like, there we go, making some progress here. I'm very proud of what's happening. So next I go to the foam because I remember in one video I watched, you need the foam to kind of like solidify the torso and the pelvis to help it to be sturdy. And this foam cutter is no joke. I was having such a good time that I didn't even understand what I was doing anymore. Like, I'm just cutting foam and enjoying myself. Okay, so like I said, I couldn't really remember what to do with the foam. So I thought, okay, I remember they were using glue gun in one video I watched to help, again, keep it like the pelvic part from sliding from hip to hip. So I said, okay, I'm going to use the glue, and the glue is going to glue everything in place and it won't move. But my air conditioner was on, and I kind of feel like either my glue was really cheap or it was old, or the air conditioner was cooling off the hot glue and it wasn't doing anything. So now we're about to just watch me struggle trying to get this to work. I'm so over it. Like, this doesn't make any sense to me. I'm trying so hard and I cannot understand why it won't work. So anywho, I decided to use some of the wire instead, and I'm looping it around the pelvis, and you can kind of see that I did that with the top part in the torso, kind of like where the spine and the shoulder meet. But again, I feel like I have so many things fighting me at this point. My lighting is not up to par because like there's so much shadow you can't see what I'm doing. I'm doing stuff like out of frame. The lens is not focused. I thought this camera had autofocus, and I was focusing on the wrong things. when I was adjusting the focus, and so I'm rambling now. But anywho, I'm using pliers. I'm trying to make this thing tight and secure so that it's not sliding around like I got the torso to stick. Fabrication part. I'm using this wool felting thing because I wanted to make needle felted characters, right? And in all the tutorials I watched, which also wasn't that much, they didn't actually go into detail about how they do this thing. So I just took some foam and wrapped it up, and I said, I know it's supposed to start sticking together and stuff like that. Like the needle felting needles has stuff kind of along the side so that it starts making it manipulates the wool. And I'm struggling. I don't know what I'm doing. And I realized that maybe I need to look up some more stuff. Because like what is going on here? I'm trying so hard. Yeah. Okay, so poke. I poked my finger. I poked my finger, it was a wrap. So also what I remembered from a video I watched is that they used kind of like masking tape or a variety of things for the arms and the legs, and they left a gap with the place of where you would actually bend, so essentially would be the joint. So the space between the two pieces of tape on the legs is essentially the elbow, and you do it for the legs, so the part that you would bend would actually be the knee, and that way you're making sure that you're always bending in the same place. So I did that to do it. At this point, my armature is significantly shorter than what I drew, and I am on a path and refusing to turn back or start over. So I decide to get the wool felt thing again and wrap it around a little bit differently, and just try and make it work. And in all, like I said, this was an epic fail. It wasn't the end of the world. I put something on my hand because at this point I had pricked my finger like 2 or 3 times. I drew blood and I was completely over it. This is basically going to wrap up the video. If you want to see a picture of the final outcome, so to speak, I'll just head over to my Instagram or my Twitter, but basically my Instagram, and you'll see the final picture there. I guess maybe I'll tack it on at the end, right? I should do